Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Sami Plans. I'm Sami, and in today's video, we are talking all about my hefty reading goal for 2024 of reading 52 books and how I'm going to accomplish that. It is no secret that I love reading. I mean, I'm an English teacher. I grew a love for reading in college, and with all of that territory, I've accumulated a lot of books, more than I've ever read, honestly, because I just buy books when I hear about them, like, oh, I will read that someday. And it really caught my attention of how many books I actually have when I was in the process of moving this last year, and I had to pack up all of these books that I've just been living on my bookshelf for the past who knows how long. And so in 2024, with part of being intentional, I wanted to set a goal for myself to read what I already have, because we're not spending any extra money this year. Read what I already have and read as many books as I can. And I thought 52 would be a great number. It's a book a week. I know it's a lot, but I feel like I can do it. And the key to that is, instead of scrolling mindlessly on my phone like I do every day when I get home from work or after I make dinner or whatever, just like those little free spots, I'm going to be reading instead. And I looked, and this is embarrassing, but I spend on average about 5 hours a day on my phone, like 4 to 5 hours, and that's a lot. You know how much reading I can get done in that amount of time? So that's what we're doing. We're doing it. And I thought, well, how can I keep myself motivated to read 52 books? Because I really want to do this. This is something that I want to say, yeah, I read a book a week in 2024. And I had the thought of doing a Taylor Swift book reading challenge. Originally, the idea came from the fact that I purchased a book lovers reading kit from the sticker party, and they had curated 13 prompts for the different eras and 3 bonus prompts for Taylor Swift, and I just added to that. And so 13 of the prompts come from the sticker party, and then the rest of them are my own. And I've broken them down into the 10 eras. So there's 5 to 6 books per era. And that's what we're doing in 2024. I will make sure to share the list of the books I will be reading and the prompts and all of that down in the description below. It's going to be a Google Doc, and you can make a copy of it. That way, if you want to delete my book off, you can and add your own. And if you need inspiration, it's there as well. And so I'm kicking off a new series. I know that was a really long intro, but I'm kicking off a new series called What Am I Reading? And if you can come up with a better name for it, I would love that. Leave that in the comments below as well. But for right now, it's what you're reading. And so at the beginning of each month, I'm going to share the 4-ish books that I will be reading and talking about them. And then obviously January is a little different because it's the first month, so I haven't read anything yet. And so traditionally I'll say back up. Traditionally, I will give you my reviews of the books I read in the previous month, and then I will share what I will be reading in the upcoming month. So in February, I will give you the reviews of January's books and then share what I will be reading in February. But since it's January, I am introducing all of this stuff. So here's all that information, and I will be sharing the books I'm going to be reading in January. And so how this is going to work, I have my notes here. It's being weird. I have my notes. I will share with you the 4 books. Sorry. I feel weird not looking at the camera, but I'm trying to get my computer to work. I will share with you guys the 4 books that I will be reading in January and leave it at that. So I will share the era and the prompt and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and just jump into this. So the first book I am going to be reading in January is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I'm so excited about this book because I got a set of Colleen Hoover books like last Christmas in 2022 for my husband because I told him how much I wanted to read her books, and I haven't read them yet. But they're all going to be read by the end of this year, so I'm super excited, and I decided to start with this one. This book, It Ends With Us, is in the Fearless era, and it goes with the prompt, a book being turned into a movie. So the song or theme that goes with that is If This Was a Movie. And so I wanted to get this one out of the way so when the movie does come out, I'm pretty sure it's coming out this year, I can watch it and be like, oh, the book's better, because let's be honest, the book is always better. The next book that also comes from the Fearless era is For Everyone by Jason Reynolds. I love Jason Reynolds. He's more of a middle grade or young adult author. And I've read all of his books, but this one, and I don't know how because it's pretty small. But I'm so excited to read it. This is called For Everyone, and this is a book that inspired you. That's the prompt, and the song that goes with it is Fearless, because I feel like this book is going to give me some fearlessness, is that a word? But on the back it even said, this is for the courageous and everyone who wants to be. And so I feel like being courageous, you're also fearless. So we're going to go with this one. I also want to add that the books that I'm going to start out with are going to be somewhat smaller. This is like really small, but like smaller books that I feel like I can get done. I'm going to leave the thicker books for the summer when I have it off. And I don't have to worry about teaching and reading. I can just focus on reading. There's that one. And then the next one is in the Speak Now era, and it is After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The prompt for this one is a book with a couple who speaks out about something. The song is Speak Now, and I'm super excited to read this. I will be honest, some of these books are rereads, but it's been a minute since I've reread that. Yeah, since I've read them. And so I really want to dive into them again and really like enjoy them with the idea that they have a connection to Taylor Swift. So there is After I Do, which I'm super excited to reread that one. And then the last one that I'm going to be reading is from Midnight's era, and it's really good actually. And this book goes with the prompt, reading about an anti-hero character. The song is Anti-Hero, and I'm just so excited. I actually just noticed that our hair is the exact same, and so that's kind of funny. But I have always wanted to read this book. Like whenever I go into Barnes & Noble, this book always catches my eye, but I would never buy it because I'm like, I don't know, but I've heard so many great things about it. And so then one day, it wasn't even at Barnes & Noble. I was on like Instagram looking at book reels, and it popped up, and I just bought it on Amazon. And so this is going to be one of my reads in January. I'm super excited to read these and then report back to you guys on what I thought. And yeah, I am just super excited. If you are interested in doing this, please do. Like I said, have it all linked down below as a Google Doc. I'll also make sure to include the hashtag I'll be using. And so if you want to share what you're reading on Instagram or tag me or anything like that, you can. But these are the books for January, and I am just so excited to jump in and just read for fun, because I had this conversation with an English teacher the other day on Instagram, but sometimes as an English teacher, it's not fun to read for fun because my job is reading. Like, it's like in Barbie, the Barbie movie, Ken, my job is book beach. My job is books. And so it's sometimes hard to just calm down, relax, and read for fun when I'm trying to get teenagers to read for their assignments. And so anyways, you guys, let me know if any of these books also interest you down in the comments below. Let me know what you're reading in January, all that fun stuff. And don't forget to like this video and hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my planning and now reading content here on YouTube, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.